Financial analysts say inflation is costing the average American $700 more a month for everyday products compared to just 2 years ago. Another recent economic headline: more Americans than ever have borrowed against their retirement savings. Inflation and losses in savings plans is particularly hard for those about to retire or already in retirement. Joining us with ways to hedge against those losses and never lose money in your retirement account is Tracy Lamson with Lamson Retirement Solutions. Good morning.
Good morning, Deb.
Oh gosh, lots of stuff swirling around. Basically, it's loss on top of loss on top of loss. If you're already paying more for everything with inflation, and as we have said several times, people already lost about 30% from their 401ks.
That's what we're hearing.
Yeah. Just the last couple of years, and now they're borrowing from their 401k. That's another problem.
First off, you need, if you're working, we're on our 31st month of inflation over 5%. So if you're working, the pay raises or the pay growth is not growing as inflation is.
Yeah.
So exactly, they're borrowing from their 401k, they're borrowing from their savings.
And of course, the problem with borrowing from your 401k is if you don't pay it back within 5 years,
you're penalized.
You're penalized. And then the other issue is if you took that money out, that means that money is not, it's away from the growth,
working
right?
For you.
Yeah. And then so it's not, and then you have less time to really pay that money back in.
So then we already needed to have a conversation, because why are you pulling out of your retirement funds if you can't live in your day to day? But that's what's happening is we can't afford to live day to day, so we're borrowing from our savings for our necessities, and then we're borrowing from our 401k for our wants, or borrowing money.
Yeah, and it's going to catch up with you.
Sure.
So that's why with your philosophy is that it's important to not only protect your money, but also have that money produce when you're in a retirement account.
Right.
And so when you say protect, you have vehicles to protect from any losses.
Exactly. Our clients, their money does not go backwards. When they show up, they do not have any less money with us. But again, this is a lifetime relationship for us. We're here to create and give them solutions about their income, or how do they take all of this money that they saved and do it slowly so that they don't run out of it.
And people will say, well, how do you do that? Well, it depends on you.
That's
so
right.
Each client who comes in has a different set of what they think they might need.
Don't believe in cookie cutter recipes.
Yeah. All right. And then that money can still produce. You've had times where it could be a down market, but people are still making money in their retirement funds.
Like you said, when you borrow from your 401k, you're not earning. Well, we have investment vehicles that you can borrow from yourself, these tax-free growth, and yet that money's still earning there.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of different vehicles. It's 2023. The millennials are definitely thinking differently as far as that ancient 401k. If you have a lot of spread, 401ks from old jobs, we can consolidate those and help people where they don't go backwards.
Yeah, and you want people to be more in control of their money. And the reason why a lot of us aren't is because we don't understand it. So we just kind of turn away, but we got to understand some things. You've done the research. For example, a lot of people may have heard that annuities, they're all junk. You're like, you're not a big fan of them, but you found some that are good.
That's right, that we need in retirement. Think of a self-pension. I had a client in yesterday, and he was having such a difficult time of thinking maybe that money would run out, but his paycheck isn't. I said, think of it when you work all your life for a pension and you're never going to run out of that money.
Yeah,
that's what we try to do.
We have the control to mitigate the outcome no matter what the market's doing. If the market's down, you stay the same. If the market's up, you can go up.
That's right.
If someone is scared and sick of losing money but afraid of breaking up with their current advisor, what questions should you suggest that they ask?
Okay, ask your advisor, if the market goes down, do I lose money? If the market goes down, am I still paying you? The answer to both of those questions is normally always yes. Our clients don't pay us. Fees are optional as far as what they need. But if you're in your 20s and you're ready to start saving in your 401k, let's talk about it, because there's smarter ways today. But yet if you're nearing retirement, I can't tell you the people how they come in and they are just so uptight and scared.
How many of them don't even know what they really have?
95%?
Yeah. Because we're scared.
Exactly. We didn't go to school for someone to teach us that. We went to school for what we decided to do, and we're thinking someone else is going to do that.
Yeah.
But that someone else that we found along the way never really gave too much concern to our actual retirement and us waking up every day.
Which is what brought you to this business, because you had some personal situations. We've said several times before, 28 years old, your husband passed away, you had 2 young children, so that sent you into a financial tizzy there. But then later with your current husband, went into retirement, and all of a sudden a $300,000
tax bill.
tax. Yeah,
I mean,
because somebody gave you bad advice.
because they were worried about how they could make money off of us. They weren't, and they were letting us borrow from ourselves. We had no idea. So then when it came time to, you know what, maybe we are sick of losing money or not earning when the market's doing 20 plus. So we started slowly moving into these plans, and that's what I want is people to understand. You don't have to go backwards in the market. There are alternatives to your 401k that you don't control and you pay fees for.
Yeah, time is money. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't
can't
know.
get time back.
Yeah. And as I
can't.
mentioned, you can't control sometimes what happens in your personal life, like what happened with you.
That's right.
But we also can't control what's happening externally in the market, but we can have much more control of what's happening in our own, I'll call you, our personal marketplace.
We can plan for the worst, hope for the best, but we're going to plan for the worst so that we know we've got you covered to mitigate everything that we have to look forward to in retirement.
You came on the last time. You had one of your clients, and she said that because her husband passed away, but he had planned out things with you. If he had not done that, the current situation they were in, she would have to start a new career at around 58 years old. She would have to start a whole
She's
new
60,
career. 60, okay.
And that was the one thing I think that she said. She said, I would be looking for a job at 60.
Starting all over.
The realtor just sold her house in 2 days. So, I mean, she is literally working through the plan. We're not just about, we're going to help you here. Yeah. We want to help you in all aspects of your life.
Yeah. Tracy, thank you.
Thanks, Deborah.
All right, Lamson Retirement Solutions has a special offer. The first 50 people who call will receive a complimentary financial analysis. That is a $500 value for free. You must mention Great Day Houston to get this offer. It includes a blueprint of your current situation financially and how to align your investment strategies with your retirement goals. If you're tired of losing money in the market, give Lamson a call to start protecting your financial future right away. To see how Tracy can help protect your money, call 281-459-0023. Again, that's 281-459-0023, or log on to lamsoninc.com for more information.